Rwanda is undergoing the review of the supreme law in the land, that is the Constitution and the Penal Code. All these changes in the legal system are meant to better suit the needs of the society. A warm welcome to the BQ with me, Imi Mulekatete Kalema, and today I'm joined by the chairperson of the Rwanda Law Reform Commission, Mr. John Gara, and we're going to find out, are these laws, when they are being reformed or when the changes are issued, are these laws made sure that they are understandable by the public? Please join us. A warm welcome to the BQ.
Thank you for inviting me.
Mr. Gara, seeing that the country is undergoing review of two important laws in the country, looking at the supreme law and one of the organic laws being the penal code, what does it mean to the legal system of the country?
For the Constitution, it means that we are actually reviewing the supreme law of the land, and my view of what I've seen and what I've observed is that it has been an extensive review of the Constitution, which was a very good thing. As far as the penal code specifically is concerned, it's a very important law in any country, because it's the one which tells people what they can and what they shouldn't do. And it's one which needs to be constantly reviewed to make sure that as society changes, as special crimes come up, that we review it and make sure that it's up to date and modern.
I want to kick it off with Robert Mangas. The hierarchy of laws has been changed according to the new constitutional amendment draft that we saw. And this shows that the Constitution comes first, the organic laws, and then the international instruments. Isn't this laying the ground for violating international law?
I don't think so. The question of the connection between international law and national laws is something that differs from country to country, starting with whether the country is a monoist or whether it's dualist, and whether whether international laws automatically apply or whether they first go through parliament, that kind of thing. But my understanding is the main reason that this proposal has been made is because previously the Constitution was above the international laws, but in reviewing the Constitution, a number of things which were in the Constitution before have now been placed into organic laws. They will be dealt with as organic laws. So it's a question of the weight that has been put on certain organic laws that has prompted the proposal to make them also higher than international laws.
And something a little bit related, Wimana comes in, that isn't this hierarchy of laws making us isolated from the international community?
I don't think so. Again, as I said, you'll find that different countries have different approaches to how international obligations kick in. If you look at France, for example, it's a monoist state. Yes. If you look at the UK, it's a dualist state. If you look at the US, it's something in between. So different countries take different approaches, so ours will be seen as something different from some other countries, but that doesn't mean that we shall be isolated.
And Keza comes in that, when do our laws become subordinate to the international laws, since there is that change in the Constitution?
Currently, and I believe it will still remain the same, they actually come in force when they're published in the Gazette, in the official Gazette. So that is when laws which international laws, rather international obligations that we've entered into, treaties and so on, when they're published in the official Gazette, yes, that's when they become effective, and the hierarchy immediately kicks in. Okay,
and Angie talks of, still related to the constitutional amendment, there have been media reports of some parties taking government to the African Court of Human and People's Rights because of the constitutional amendment. What's your take on that?
My take is let them go ahead. I mean, it's anybody's right to go to court. I believe it's the same question that was once asked of His Excellency about someone going to the Supreme Court, yes, to challenge it. And I certainly, would go exactly with the same reaction which he had. People have the right to court.
Sure.
The question is, what will be the results?
Does it in any way jeopardize the process of the ongoing constitutional amendment?
Oh no, I don't think so, not at all.
So in case of any ruling that is in favor of them, what will happen?
you're, you're asking me a question which is too early to ask. Let's wait and see. In my view, I doubt that will be the case.
And this winds up for our segment in the news. Thank you so much for your time. And now I hand you over to Mutesi Teopista, but I want to let you know that we are going into a recess that is December and January, so you can vote your best episodes on the BQ, and we shall be showing them during this particular time. Also, do not forget that we are going to have a longer discussion with Mr. John Gara, and it will air on Sunday next week. But also follow us on Twitter at RTV English or RTV English still on Facebook, and we shall let you know when this particular program will be aired. Be well and be blessed. I'm Imi Mulaika Tete. So over to Mutesi Teopista.